Kay from Signpost Coaching Services, and welcome to our leadership vlog. Today we're going to do a little bit of unpicking around something that is absolutely key to driving change and moving your organisation forward. And it's the issue of habits, how we make habits, how we change things, how we introduce new things so that our organisation and our teams can grow and they can flourish. But it's not easy, because if it was easy, I'd be 10 stone wet through and you'd probably be running a marathon or whatever it is. It's not easy, so I thought it might be worth unpicking some of the things that we've used successfully with leadership teams to help to explain this habit process and to shine a bit of light on why sometimes when we introduce something, it's a great idea, people seem to be committed, and then a little way down the line we say, when did that stop happening? Why don't we do that anymore? And this great idea that people seem to be signed up to have just dropped off the edge of a cliff. And understanding a little bit about habits can help you better embed your ideas. We all have loads of ideas about how we can move our teams and how we can move our organisations forward. This is about making those ideas stick. So, quick look at habits and a couple of pieces of couple of resources that we've currently used. The first one is understanding habits, and it's the habit triangle. And essentially, there's a great quote at the bottom from Sean Aker, who wrote The Happiness Advantage. Habits are like financial capital. Forming one today is an investment that will automatically give returns for years to come. Our habits are what we repeatedly do, so it is a huge investment. So why do we get it right at the start and then very quickly it loses its clarity, it loses its impetus, and it doesn't work for us? So just want to highlight on the habit triangle about understanding habits a couple of things that you might find interesting and hopefully you'll find helpful and be able to use with your team. The first one is being really clear about identifying the habit that you want to change, to start, to stop. So it's been really clear about what you want, and that's not rocket science, because we say, clarity at the start of any process is a real key to success. So with a habit, being really clear about what it is that you want to change, to start or to stop. Having got that clarity, the next part of the triangle is very much looking at, why do you want to do it? What are the benefits? What will be the impact? Benefits for you, benefits for your team or your organisation, benefits for your clients or your pupils. What are the benefits to introducing this habit, making this investment? Because actually making an investment in a habit is hard work. The third stage is something that I found really quite tricky. Create a path to success. I got that, that was quite easy. But making it as easy as possible. And sometimes, don't know about you, but sometimes I thought, people are committed, we're all professionals, so let's just get out there and do it. Let's be clear, let's focus on the benefits and then just do it. What this process is suggesting is, yes, but you need to make it easy. And when you think you've made it easy, you need to make it even easier than that. Because you need your habit initially to become the least line of resistance, the easiest thing to do. Because of course, for every habit that you're trying to create, there will be already some sort of routine or habit in place that needs to be stopped, changed, adjusted. And that habit has already got the established neural pathways, not only in the individuals in your team, but in your whole organisation. Your organisation, in effect, will have that habit as its neural pathway. So changing it is really, it takes a bit of effort, because we automatically default back to how we've always done it. So creating a path to success, really important, but making it easy, and then easier still. Because the easier you can make it, the more time you invest in establishing your habit easy, the more likely it is to be successful. The fourth thing here is, it's something that is sort of alien to the way I think, but I know works for a lot of leaders that we work with, and that is make a rule. So once you've decided what you want to change, why you want to change it and the benefit, and once you've created your path to success and made it as easy as possible, then it's about concretizing it, and it's saying, this is what we do. Not this is what we're going to try, what we're thinking about doing. You make it a rule as if this is now actually happening. So making a rule is very powerful language. We do this, rather than we're thinking about, trying about. And quite often as leaders, we do soften our language, but in terms of creating a habit and embedding it, we need to be clear. This is now the rule. Because most people within organisations accept that if this is now the new way and it's the rule, there are consequences and benefits for adopting that rule. And finally, at the top here, in terms of establishing a habit, is reviewing the progress. I wish that I had a fiver for every time I'd started a new idea moving forward and assumed that it was happening and that it was thriving and it was having the impact that we initially wanted, only to find that it was inconsistent, it was not happening everywhere, sometimes it wasn't happening at all, and somehow it had become distorted because it wasn't focusing on the impact that we wanted. So that rule here needs to be very much about what is this new habit and what is the impact. That clarity really helps people to keep on board. The review bit says, looping back, are we still doing it? Are we achieving what we said to? Have we got the consistency? And that loop back, depending on your disposition, your nature, for me, that looping back is quite hard because I'm a mover forward. But looping back is really important because that helps us to embed our really great ideas so that they can actually make a difference. Because all the time and energy we spend on new ideas and trying to move things forward, if we don't have some sort of process and some sort of checking mechanism to make sure that that idea is fit and well, then we can lose so much impetus. And it can lead to sort of a culture of, we try things that don't get embedded, but we can then always say, oh, well, we tried that, it didn't work. This is about making those great ideas work. So hopefully there's something useful for you there. If you want any more info, or you think that we might be able to work with your team about looking at habits and unpicking this, because this is quite a complex and lengthy process, then just contact us via our website, www.signpostcoaching.co.uk. Hope you found it useful.